I would like to advise Nigerians, male, female, if you're an adult, it's very important that we check our numbers. Now by that, what do I mean? Our numbers, our blood pressure, our lipid profile, blood sugar level, and stuff like this. Now, very importantly, there's also another thing that's ravaging the male folk, and especially the women folk too. For men, the greatest threat to our existence post 40 years is prostate cancer. So it's important that if you're above 40, at least once every year, you check your PSA level. That'll give an indication of your risk, your adverse risk to developing prostate cancer. But for women, you necessarily have to do it, and it's for your it's a HPV, it's called HPV. You have your pap smear regularly, so prevent that, because that's the two major things that are devastating men and women in Nigeria today. Also breast cancer too for women. That's quite straightforward. So normally you can do your self-examination and then go regularly to check your breast. So apart from on the cancer side, our basic day-to-day things, let us check our blood level, our blood pressure. Very important, because most often than not, what we see as sudden death is actually not that sudden. It is a result of chronic hypertension, not properly managed, that will now graduate to a cardiovascular incident, which will ultimately lead to death. So it's important that we check our numbers when it comes to blood pressure. Also, we need to also check our cholesterol level, our lipid profile. Why that's important? Because it is risky. If you have very high cholesterol, it could actually lead to what we call atherosclerosis, which is a precursor for what we call ischemic heart attack. So it's important that we check that. And also importantly, we also need to check our sugar level, because if we don't manage our sugar, if we don't check our sugar, we could actually become diabetic. And we do know that diabetes is a leading cause of morbidity and mortality in Nigeria today. And diabetes is a chronic disease and a terrible disease. It actually robs you of a lot of things. So studies have shown that if you are able to manage your sugar, you detect it and change your lifestyle early enough, you can actually manage the disease and not have any problem throughout your life. So it's important that this year we're deliberate about our health. And more importantly, let's also watch what we eat. If we don't manage what we eat, ultimately it could also lead to this what we call lifestyle diseases. In fact, proper nutrition prevents us developing these lifestyle diseases. And what are they? Like I said, hypertension, diabetes, and our high lipid or high cholesterol. So it's important that we manage what we eat. Once we've crossed 30 as an adult, woman or man, please watch what you eat. Be careful, be deliberate about it. Eat a lot of fruits, take a lot of water, take a lot of vegetables, cut down your fat intake, cut down your fizzy drink. I don't want to demarcate anybody, but cut down your fizzy drink intake also. So it's important, because if we already know that there's a lot of stressors in our society, and the most recent stressor now is the economic issues in Nigeria. So studies have shown that has compounded our health challenges. So we don't want to double that. So what we can do, double that, what we can do is manage our health, manage the ones that we can take care of, and the ones we don't have any control over, like the economic problem, maybe that will make our case not too bad. But please, this year, let's be deliberate about our health. And I believe that if we do that, we'll live long, healthy lives. Despite everything that's going in and around us, it will be a fantastic year for all of us. Before we use drugs, every drug is a poison. I can say that again. Every drug is a poison, if not properly used. So please, before you use any drugs, always consult the professionals. And who is the professional in this case? The pharmacist. It's important. So don't just self-medicate. If you have any feeling, please see your community pharmacist. If it's something he can handle, he will handle it. If it's not, he will refer you upwards, maybe to a primary healthcare center, secondary or tertiary, as the case may be. There must be proper diagnosis before you administer or you take any drug. Please, in this year, 2024, let's be deliberate about how we take drugs. Let's not misuse, abuse, or whatever for drugs. Because, like I said before, every drug is a potential poison if not properly used. Thank you, Nigerians, and let's stay healthy in 2024.